Okay, let's jump into it. Welcome in Game 1, B3z versus Greek here in Division 9 of Tarnished Deathmatch Season 7. We're starting out on Tames, and we've got quite the matchup here. If you like elephants, I think you've come to the right place. It is the Dravidians versus the Bengalis. Two civs known for their big elephant balls. Let's see. Nothing doing early on. It's actually the battle elephants for Greek. So choosing the melee elephants rather than the ranged ones. Dravidians, I think, have better elephant archers. They heal and they attack a little bit faster, right? 5% faster. They both have bonuses. Lots of palb opening, I don't mind that, and then elephants behind. I think this can be an okay matchup for the Dravidians. Bengalis are a little bit faster at the beginning, but I think straight up the Dravidians have better units. Except for the battle elephants, I suppose. But I think Halb Elephant Archer is okay against battle elephant. I guess we'll see. Castle's going up. We actually do have the Royal Albert Hall in the north, taken by some elephants, so that gives Greek some extra pop space. He can go over 200 with that. And both players adding in eco behind. Champions against the Dravidians. I don't know if I would do that necessarily, but I suppose they can take fights against the Halbs, maybe force B3z to go into some champions of his own, which will be better by quite a bit, straight up. I like the map control, though, for Greek. Like I said, Bengali is a little bit faster in their openings, quite a bit faster in their openings, actually, so Greek using that to his advantage, taking full map control. Kalar, hello. Warpath, hello. Oh, what's the draft backwards? My scoreboard was backwards. You're absolutely right, actually. You're right. I even looked up... I was complacent because I even looked up who was supposed to be the host and who wasn't. But I get... Or no, that's what it was. There was a draft... Okay, this isn't my fault, and I'll tell you why. There was a... Greek hosted originally, so... Or they hosted in one way originally, and that's how I set the scoreboard. They had to rehost the map draft. I think things got messed up. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway. B3z should be host? Okay, maybe that's... Yeah. That's what I thought. That's what I thought going into it. So he should have been on the other side. All right, my mistake. I'm sorry, guys. My mistake. We got all we gave Greek the kudos for the Dravidians pick, and it was actually B3z. That's my bad. It's a lot of elephants for B3z. 53 elephant archers on the field. There's only 23 battle elephants for Greek. Does have full map control still, is thinking about relics in the north, has gold control in the south, but is going to need to deal with the big army that will be coming across the field from B3z soon. Better start of the draft, yeah. The drafts were fun. I didn't clock it either way. Alright, battle elephants trying to come in. We're fighting underneath the castle, but they're elephants. They can fight underneath the castle a bit. But elephants dive through, though. They're trying to pick away at the SO. They get a couple before the Halb take them down. Treb's now arriving for both players. B3z is taking control of the north, though. Royal Albert Hall, and we have Therisidae on the water. big plays and big ships. I actually like them in the red. The peacock feather is nice in the red. Reb on Treb action here. If this castle falls, okay, another castle is going up for Greek in the back, but I was going to say Greek could lose control over this entire area if this castle goes down. And I think it will go down. Halbs dive underneath the castle. They can maybe snipe the trebuchets. SO clear up the trebuchets on top. And that is indeed going to be one lost castle. Greek retakes the north for the time being. Beast is going to nab some relics, though, while the area is contested. Brisidai just manning the gap. Greek's population isn't looking too good. This can happen pretty easily with elephants, I think. You produce all your elephants, you don't have the res for anything else afterwards. I'm liking B3z's position. Could we be looking at another Dravidians win, maybe? Bengalis are a super tough civ to play. Yeah, I think it depends on the level, I think. I think they're easy to play if you're low enough, because players just can't beat elephants, so it doesn't matter what happens after the first push, you just win. But if that doesn't work in your division, then they can be a little tough, for sure. A lot of military for B3z in the north. Denies a castle, will clear all this up while winning the fight in the south. And it's looking pretty solid for B3z. Like I said, B3z was not confident going into this season, but he's looking on point here. Cannon Galleon's getting some damage, and I don't think Therisidai will deal with elephants super well. Ooh, back him up. Damn. Okay, there's still some alive, and the Halbs have arrived. Elephant archers on both sides now. This castle should fall. There's no military here. We're going mass Scorpion, which I guess are fully upgraded for the Bengalis. That's one way to deal with the elephants, but can't get too close to the Cannon Galleon, so it's a bit tricky, and certainly can't get too close to any SO that's on the field. Castle falls in the south. Demos chase away the battle elephants. Ideally, we want Cannon Galleons on Scorpions, but that's tough. Greek has to back away, but Greek has no map control anymore. Suddenly, this map long-term is all about map control. Who can control this and the wood and the relics? Who can control the gold and the stone? B3z has it all right now. He's a little bit behind economically, just from a villager standpoint, but has plenty of res in the bank. Preparing Trebs. Yeah, B3z's looking on point. Doing the little things nicely. And Greek is just throwing away elephants, fighting Halb, trying to dive on SO. I don't think this is... I think this is a game-losing fight, maybe, for Greek. The Scorpions are still alive, but they're rolling towards the SO. This could be such a good SO shot. Come on. Ah. Not that I'm rooting against Greek, but when you get a juicy shot like that, maybe we'll get a pretty good one anyway. Boom. All the Scorpions go down. And, well, I think Greek's just dead, right? Is there any way back into this game? There's still gold in the base, so he doesn't have to worry about not having this control yet, but I don't know how he ever beats this army. Dravidians are... once again, and as always, simply OP. B3z didn't clear up this little base. But I don't think it matters. Can't call GG until wood runs out. True, this is the wood game map. We've seen multiple wood games on this map already. Not this time, though. Greek calls the GG. Dravidians maintain their win rate. Increase their win rate, even. I guess they did lose one game so far, but ah well. Dravidians have better elephants, what can I say? Let's just go into it. Welcome in Game 2, B3z versus Greek. We are on Savannah, and oh boy, do we have a banger Civ matchup on the table for us today. We are also on Tarnished Deathmatch 5 Savannah. We are in Season 7, but lobby issues do happen sometimes, so see if you can spot the difference on the minimap. It's a spot the difference game as well. We've got the Chinese for Greek, not really a land DM civ, but is across from the Aztecs. I have no idea how this civ matchup goes. I don't think I have ever seen these two civs fight on land or on water, probably because the Aztecs are not good on water. I'm interested to see what happens here. The Aztecs have good siege, and they've got some good infantry. You can go Arb, I guess. Chinese get okay infantry, but you probably don't want to go heavy infantry against the Aztecs, of all things. Lushuan, or not Lushuans. Lushuans are great, but Chukunu are the unit that we're going to see on this map. I'm so used to saying Lushuans are great for the Chinese, I just immediately went into that sentence instead of saying a unit that we can actually see here. Chukunu, rocket carts, I guess fire lancers will be really bad in this matchup. So this turns into like it's actually probably not great for the Chinese, right? It turns into like Chukunu rocket carts and champions versus better champions and SO, which is better, and like ARB or whatever. Maybe you don't even need the ARB, you just go infantry SO and call it a day if you're the Aztecs. Castle denied in the middle for Greek. He's gonna have to pull back. Cavalier is probably good. That's true. Yeah, I don't think about the Cavalier for the Chinese very often. But it's fully upgraded Cavalier, and the Aztecs don't get howled. So that could be good. Chukunu are very strong as well, as long as you don't eat an SO shot to the face, which you gotta be real careful about here. Now, B3z's going for a castle on this hill and could also have that denied, but we're gonna have a fight here first. And, well, that's a pretty good SO shot to open the fight with. Maybe B3z's fine. I don't think he needs to back up here. B3z abandons the hill and the castle, but I think is fine in this fight. Rams in the front. Chukunu are better against rams than most archers, but they're still just archers against siege rams. Actually, an Aztec Civ win? I think it's going to be pretty good. Aztecs maybe also OP. We're getting all the great Civs claiming favorable Civ matchups here. You love to see it. Castle on the right. Could be denied by a lone and injured eagle. Oh my gosh. That's really good by B3z. Just showing up down here. Will it actually deny the castle? In time for the military to arrive. We have other things happening. The castle is denied. Rocket carts. Korean rocket carts are great. The other rocket carts are not quite so great, in my opinion. It's a little tough against SO. And the Chukunu. We saw a good big shot on the Scorpions in the last game. Greek defends this one, though. Will eventually be able to get the castle up. Rocket Cart's getting some good shots, though, while the onagers are distracted. Now it is B3z's turn to have a castle denied, maybe? 98? Chukunu fire way too slow. The castle goes up. Is this loud, or is my volume just up too loud? You guys tell me. The great position for B3z. Greek does have trebuchets here, but they're going to have to fire uphill no matter where they end up. So really good map positioning for B3z. And, well, he's finding some value on the side. Rams coming in from the north. Ripping buildings down. I think that's a castle. One TC at least has gone down. Another might. And villagers are getting butchered in the back. One castle does fall in the middle for B3z. Really good raid, though. Jaguar warriors now on the field. Is there any reason to make champion over Jaguar warriors? I actually don't know. I'm ashamed to say I don't know the stats. I don't think so. I think Jaguar warriors are mostly just better. A bit cheaper? Okay, that makes sense. Jaguar warrior is probably not the best against Chukanu, though. All said, but here come the SO. The next round of SO and Rams coming in. We've got more Eagles now, hoovering around the eco, I should say. And rocket carts going down. Chukanu. Greek maybe looking at the raids for a second, and a second is all it takes. A lot of the army evaporates for Greek underneath these SO shots. Rams are behind this as well, full of champions. Jags are also in the mix. Trebuchets need to go forward. It's looking pretty good for B3z. Again, the infantry is just so tough. It's so bad to have to go champion here versus the Aztecs. B3z nuking his own Rams a little bit here. Need to hop out with the infantry probably now. There we go. Jaguars were in that one. Gonna rotate down a little bit. This is so, the military balance for B3z is concerning me a little bit. His army is mostly SO right now. Still raiding up top though. Really strong play here for B3z. I think he was gaslighting me when he said he hadn't practiced very much. If this is B3z not practicing very much, then I shudder to think what he'll look like if he's able to practice. Don't think Chinese... Oh, a hot take from Kellar. Don't think Chinese is ever a play even on water. Interesting. I definitely don't think they're the play here. I don't think they're the play on land. Hardly ever, and absolutely not versus the Aztecs. The GG is called. Yeah, there's just no answers. For the Aztecs, B3z up 2-0. And is looking strong. To be fair, I don't think Greek made any massive mistakes here except for choosing Chinese. I think he actually played the game quite well, but it's tough to make the Chinese work, man. And B3z, I don't know if this is good luck or if he anticipated the Chinese here, but he found the perfect place to use the Aztecs. A lot of civs body the Aztecs in DM. He found a good place to slip them in. And is up 2-0. Welcome in Game 3, potentially decider match for the series. B3z versus Greek. We are on Terrace. It is the Magyars for Greek. It's the Spanish for B3z. I think this is bad for the Spanish, but we'll see. Spanish do build faster, so they have a quite quick start to things. And you're not the furthest away from your opponent on Terrace, so that can matter. Scouts don't get any value. Well, maybe. B3z's might. He's being very active with the scout. You like to see it. And villager gets by. He's just going to run around, be annoying maybe. Magyars, they can open Paladin, but they always transition into Magyar Hussar and Cav Archer long term. That is the composition they want to be in 100%. Spanish, another water civ, usually, that we're seeing on a map with no water. They also have Paladin. Conks are conks. They have donkeys. But they have pretty bad siege. I don't really know if they have an answer for the Magyar Death Ball. Full missionary is the only way. It can be good. I've seen pro players pull it off before. Surely that means B3z can pull it off. We are in single digit, you know, both Frost and Andy and B3z and Greek are all in single digit division numbers, so I'm sure they can do the same things. The rush is going pretty well. One villager killed for B3z and is clogging up the base of Greek, but I think Greek's fine just kind of chilling in the base while the Cav Archer mass gets going, right? I legitimately don't know what your unit composition has to be here as the Spanish. I guess it's like Halb, Honk, Onager, but they have such bad Onagers. They don't get Siege Engineers. You can't go Scorpion. I really don't know. Paladin, Halb, and Prey, okay. I'm down for a good Paladin, Halb, and Prey angle, to be honest. Taking a fight up the hill, though. Not ideal. It is Halb and Paladin against just Paladin and a couple of Cav Archers, though. So B3z does just force his way up. Why are we backing up now, though? We were actually winning that fight. I don't think we needed to back up. Just push over the hill. Force Greek to back up, maybe? If the entire army was fighting, I think maybe this would be okay, but villagers are sniped on the castle at least, so it's 4-0 Eco KD in B3z's favor. He is going for those Onagers, but do they even outrange? They're the same range as the Magyar Cav Archer. It's a little tough. It's tough. And Greek has the hill advantage yet again. Both players thinking about map control with the castles, but I don't know if this is going to go super long. We'll see, maybe. Castles at the top of the hill for Greek. Start to complete. B3z hits the market. Is making regular monks. That's not... Nah, you gotta go donkeys, man. If you're gonna go monks with the Spanish, it's gotta be donkeys. There's no two ways about it. Maybe they're worse against Magyar Cav Archers because they have such long range, but still, for style points, you have to go for the donkeys. Nice castle over here for B3z, has some resource access to himself. But Greek has the castles up now, they're going up now, so he can transition out of the Paladin and into the Magyar Hussar for that Death Ball comp. We'll see. Greek's going to start raiding. Could find some trebs over here to snipe, maybe. Some villagers on the gold. There are castles everywhere. I love B3z's castle placement. I think they're really good. There's basically no economy for B3z that's not underneath the castle. Well, this is underneath the castle, I suppose, still. Paladin raid not going super well. They could double back and find the trebs, though. No, the monk. Monk sniped out. Paladin on the gold will kill some villagers before going down. That evens up the Eco KD. Paladin do fall, though. Treb's really out in the middle of nowhere. That's an optimistic trebbing angle for B3z. And the Magyar Hussar rip through the siege. Now the Onagers are going to wander underneath the castle because they have no range. They would have had to anyway, to be fair. Conks are harder to mass. I think Conks should be part of the competition, right? But yeah, it takes a while. And maybe they don't fire fast enough against the Magyar Cav Archers, I don't know. Albor is in the middle. Decent Onager shots. Castle might fall here for Greek. He's used up every ounce of stone in his stockpile. Got some raids coming in for Be Easy now. Is there eco to hit back here? Yes, there is. It's very low eco for Greek. If he loses his army here, he might not be able to replace it. He's got the better army, but the eco is way better for Be Easy, and this isn't going to help things any. Greek's going to go underneath 20 villagers. Oh boy, that's really bad, actually. But the fights are going well. We're underneath the castle. We can't afford to sit here with the cav archers. These are very precious units. Getting some return rating damage underneath these TCs. I just hope Be Easy doesn't GG here. It probably feels like he's dead to him, because he's got a much worse unit composition and he's losing fights and stuff, but he's not in a bad spot at all. Look at, there's nothing here for Greek. He's got 40 cav archers and a dream. Castle falls for Be Easy. It's so tricky. Neither player has anything in queue, by the way. Okay, some Paladin are queued up now for Be Easy. I don't know if you dive underneath this castle if you're Greek. I think you just stick back by the Trebs and wait for it to go down. It goes down fast, all the way down the hill, right? Magyar Hussar, dive on the siege. That'll help keep the cav archers alive, but even the Magyar Hussar are not replaceable anymore. 0 stone, 0 food for Greek. He's very efficient at spending his resources, but that doesn't help if you don't have any resources to spend. Even I mean, nothing is replaceable. Greek can't make anything. He's completely dead behind this. If he loses this army, it's over. And I think he's going to lose the army. Man. We just needed a little bit of extra macro behind this, and I think Greek was in a really good spot. But now the castles stay up for Be Easy. He still has working eco around, kind of. It's not a great economy for Be Easy either, it's just to be clear. We kind of have a full reset. Neither player can push anymore. So maybe Greek's not out of it yet. Be Easy can't push right now. He has not a great military either. Maybe Greek will have time to boom back into some sort of shape here. This is sad. Is it an all-in or a semi-all-in? Yeah, well, there are many levels to all-in when it comes to players like Silnir. Easy looking for raids. Could find them as well. Oof. There's a castle here, but it's a little bit too far away from the farms. Greek does notice this time at least, so that's good. Can we save everyone? No. But only one villager goes down. That's not too bad. We're starting to treb the middle castle. Uphill, but we will get there eventually. I think if you're Greek here, you pump most of your food into villagers. You complete these TCs. Pump most of your food into villagers and just keep massing up cav archers as much as you can. I think just cav archers beat most everything the Spanish can make. You don't necessarily need something in front all the time. But it's tough. It's going to be tough. Raids are cleared up. Still just villagers for Greek. Paladin are back in the queue for Be Easy. Be Easy is up over 100 villagers. He's going to be able to take the middle hill. Having all this stuff has been really nice for Be Easy too. Greek has control over this side, but hasn't been able to take advantage of it that much. You just simply micro against the SO. You just simply out micro the SO and you're fine here if you're Greek. You just out micro the SO, it's fine. There we go. One more. There we go. If this castle goes up, it's kind of a problem. It's gonna go up. We did find some more Magyar Hussar. They're gonna clear up the trebuchets at least, which will delay this push, but the castle does go down for Greek at the front. Who's winning right now? B3z. I think it still has to be B3z, but I think Greek has a chance still. He's back up to 45 cav archers. Still has the better civ. I'd like it if he produced out of more than 2 TCs. Okay, there we go. But there's still a chance. B3z has 1 trebuchet. It's in here. There aren't castles at the front of the base anymore, so you don't necessarily need trebuchets to push into it a little bit. But, like, the army isn't great for B3z, right? It's a bit of a hodgepodge. Star on the side. Hopefully, you know, there's... Okay, neither player notices. It's fine. B3z's a bit scared. Yeah. He's given Greek way too much time, right? Like I said, his eco is also not amazing. He had to build his army back up from nothing, but I think he's waited way too long. Obviously, he doesn't realize how bad of shape Greek was in. And is maybe still in. These raids are so bad for Greek. He's getting crushed by these raids, bro. B3z says, hey, that looks like a pretty good angle to start pushing from. When you get a castle up on the hill, he's completely cleared up the TC. He is abandoning his castle, though, which I don't know if that's the play, necessarily. Greek might be able to take that out now. Paladin have to come back. Yeah. I don't know if we needed to leave. I guess you just bank up as much Paladin as you can. I don't know. I don't know what I would do. Rams? I like the Rams. They're bad against the Magyar Hussar, but there haven't really been that many Magyar Hussar on the field recently. This is a really bad fight, Greek! What are we looking at? We're not looking at the raids. I guess we're just straight up okay taking this fight, but I think we lost way too many cav archers here. Ooh. Now the pathing is doing bad things to Greek. That was a really rough fight for Greek to have to take. I don't know if he needed to take it, but he did. And, like, numerically, he traded alright against B3z's army, but the cav archers need to maintain the mass way more than the paladin do, right? So, the paladin, you can just make another 10 paladin and start using them again. The cav archers, you need to wait for, like, 30, 40 cav archers again before you feel good about taking these fights. Tonks. Gunning down Halb. Magyar Hussar are here. Can they kill the Trebs? Be easy. Even getting in front of the Trebs to try and block. I don't know if it'll be enough to save the Trebs, but really good micro. Treb will get taken out. Another castle, though. B3z smothering Greek. Not pathing, it's miss micro. Well, there were some... Well, it's both. It's always both, right? It's always a little bit of both. If you're not microing correctly for whatever the pathing is, then that's still miss micro, right? Yeah, we've been chilling out here for a while. We've been chilling out in the north here for a while. We've forgotten about those two. Greek has no wood and has 0 on wood, which is a bit of an issue. He has some wood lines to take. Just needs to find the moment to actually do it where you don't lose your whole army when you're trying to fix your eco. But again, B3z's kind of taken the foot off the gas, right? I feel like he took a great fight here. He took like an okay engagement down here, but then he just backs up and waits. I think he needs to be a little more... believe in himself a little bit more. I think maybe that's what it comes down to, right? He's thinking, well, maybe I don't have the advantage I think I do. I need to go back, get back up to 200 pop, etc., etc. But not a great fight for B3z, trickling in the army. Greek could still win. It's crazy to say this after how bad things have gone for Greek, but Greek could still win with the Magyars here. I still believe in the Magyars very heavily in this matchup. We've got Halbs and Rams, we've got Paladin and Hussar. Rams won't last long against the Magyar Hussar, but while they're alive, they can soak up arrow fire. See a lot of arrows going into this Ram. It's doing its job well. Magyar Hussar die. Cav Archers are now taking another bad fight. Rams going in. There are Hussar and Magyar Hussar in here, though. Krebs are sniped, so the castle remains up for B3z. He's gaining ground. Taking out archery ranges as well is pretty nice. I don't think we have much... yeah, there's no production anywhere else. So taking out these archery ranges are massive for B3z right now. And Greek doesn't have tremendous wood for even replacing them. That will impact his production short term. B3z trebbing. Don't know if that's downhill, but takes out a castle in the north. B3z looks strong. Lawful, let's go B3z. He's looking great here. Military, but all this being said, it's gone great for B3z. We're quite even both economically and militarily right now. So he's got to be careful here. He has a great map positioning. Greek might be out of gold, actually. Is there any gold left besides this one? I don't think so. So that's going to kill Greek, if anything. And B3z notices that with another castle drop at the front of the base. Greek's taking great fights right now. These are the fights you want to be taking with the Magyars. He just simply has better military, right? But gonna lose all of his gold access. Magyars theoretically are a great civ without gold because you just keep their cav archers alive that are already alive, but that hasn't really been the case for Greek so far. The keeping the cav archers alive part has been a little tricky so far, so I don't know if you want to rely on that. Albs show up at a good time, though. B3z is stealing the gold out from underneath Greek's main base. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Greek's going to have the stay power. Ideally, you have like a Treb here that's working these down. And then trying to keep up your cav archers, but no relics even. Going to lose another castle in the north. Been a slow game, but I think B3z has outlasted. I don't know if Greek can ever take his gold back. Great patient play on the hill from B3z, a bit dangerous against a better civ. Yeah, he's definitely played this game very safe, which I don't normally mind safe plays necessarily, but it's A little sketchy sometimes when you have the worst civ, right? Another castle for Greek. This is going to be the only gold Greek is able to take. Aggressar raids, putting in work. Putting in a lot of work. Finally, it's B3z's turn to not notice a raid that's happening. Notices now, but a lot of villagers that went down. Pulls the paladin all the way back into the back of the base, which is nice. Asar raids, though, could find a lot of value for B3z up top. Or Mega Harsar raids here. Suddenly, it's just a full raid game. After all this posturing in the middle, suddenly both players are just fully committed to raiding. And is Greek gonna notice this one? Okay, he does. Still loses quite a few villagers, though. Treb is pushing down the castle in the middle. I don't know if... Well, I guess B3z can dive in here and snipe it if he wants, but does he want to? I don't think so. Maybe he can't even if he wants to. Loses a lot of paladin for free, basically. Fighting underneath the castle with the cav archers behind. That's a really bad fight for B3z. Oh, okay. He doesn't lose the castle foundation, at least. More Trebs in the north. Greek has a shot if he can get back onto this gold. More Magyar Hussar roll through. How much wood is on this map? Is this a wood game map? There's still a lot of wood. But we're starting to get to the point where it feels like neither player can push very hard. B3z does take out another castle in the north, has his army up here. Maybe is thinking about trying to take a fight down this hill. More raids, though. Neither player is over 100 villagers anymore. There's only 4,000 gold left, and I don't know where all I'm clicking the gold. Is it just these two spots? Maybe it is. There's 20 gold left there. I don't think there's anything back here. B3z does have most of the relics, so in a post-gold game should be in a better spot, but it's not a post-gold game, it's a post-B3z gold game. I guess he can take this now. That's another 1,600. We can get back onto the main gold, though. Now who do we think's winning? I think it might actually be Greek. I think somehow he's fought his way back into an okay position. If he can get a push going here. Where are the relics for B3z? Back here. I mean, it's not the most secured position. I guess you do have to go through here to get there. A lot of farms being abandoned for Greek, though. Very even militarily, numbers-wise, but again, the Magyars do have the better military. Good start to the fight for Greek. Picks off a lot of military before the rest are fighting. Oh, I'm getting nervous for B3z. I want a closer set. We don't like sweeps, but he was in such a good spot. Is thinking about setting up a push from the south now. Ooh, Greek's got to be careful, though. Can't take the fight against the Halb with the Cav Archers. Loses a lot of Cav Archers. That was a great fight. B3z nabbing the last relic as well. Going to sacrifice his conquistadors to get it back. Still some raiding happening here. It's not the most gold in the world for Greek. Only 900 left, so he's got to Gotta get a bunch of Trebs and like another 40 or 50 Cav Archers and try for one last push. Because I think you're dead if you can't push right now if you're Greek. Raiding is well and good, but if your opponent has 5 relics and you don't have anything, you just eventually will lose the game. Well, this is a little bit more gold. Maybe Greek can take over in the meantime. That's a lot of Trebs going down for B3z. Magyar Hussar, butcher the trebuchets. B3z might have all the relics, but still no more gold left to take, right? Another good raid. And Hussar just aren't going to get it done in this matchup. Champions are so expensive just to use here. It's not thrown away necessarily, but man. This is maybe a way to victory if B3z can snipe the trebuchets enough times. There's only so much gold for Greek. He's actually out of gold, so I'm pretty sure this is the last gold on the entire map. But how does B3z ever clear up this army? It's only, I guess it's only 20 Cav Archers. Man. Ooh, losing the Trebs to the castle is a little unfortunate. Really unfortunate, actually. Loses 2 Trebs? Only 1. That was a clutch pack up. I think that trebuchet dies if it's not unpacked, rather. Losing Cav Archers to the castle is not good either, but the castle will go down. B3z's preparing for another ram push. I guess theoretically you can play for wood control. If this is going to be a wood game, then there's still a lot of wood on the map, though. There's still many woods on the map. Greek's population is dipping dangerously low. 43 villagers. The raids have been really, really good for B3z. Ooh, the push has been found out, though. Comes the Magyar Hussar. No, B3z, we need these rams. At least as the rams die, the Halb will come out and can maybe deal with the Hussar. But that's tough. That's expensive. That's an expensive loss for B3z. Didn't have 1 hour terrace game? Yeah. I was like, man, we're whipping through this series. I do have another set I want to cast in 45 minutes, so I hope this isn't much more than a 1 hour terrace game, although it's been a great game. Greek is hoovering up the last little bits of gold over here. Maybe not for long, though. B3z is spending his gold on champions. That's so bad. I don't know what you're supposed to spend your gold on, to be fair. I guess just siege, right? You just go like Halb, Hussar, siege. But man, it's tough. Gold is rated down again, but the Trebs have arrived, and B3z just doesn't have an answer to this. Some conks? Yeah, maybe. I think that's tough against the Cav Archers, but everything's tough against the Cav Archers, I guess. Another castle falls. More raiding in the back. We might have to see skirmishers here pretty soon for B3z. Unironically. It might be the best thing to deal with the Cav Archers. Just go Halb skirm and hope you can micro your Halb against the Magyar Hussar long enough for your skirmishers to beat the Cav Archers. Another ram push. It takes out the starting TC, but unfortunately this isn't sudden death, so that doesn't win the game for B3z. And the champions just do not provide value here. Another castle for B3z is going to go down. B3z is now quite low economically. I guess Greek is too, though. The total populations are just nosediving right now. And again, neither player is able to kill the other now. Greek maybe can, though. Still 4 trebuchets are alive. I think Greek has won, I think. Unless there's a truly atrocious fight and Greek loses everything, I think Greek has won. But there could be a really bad fight. If Greek loses all of his gold units, he can't replace them ever. So I shouldn't say that, actually. Skirmishers might save B3z today. But the Halbs are fighting the Halbs instead of the Mangarasar. The Onagers get no value. The Skirmishers get completely wiped up. That was not the fight we needed. We needed a great fight, and that was not the fight. Cav Archers weren't even there. There weren't even any Cav Archers to fight with the Skirmishers. But Greek's at 18 villagers! I mean, it's only 56 for B3z, but that's still like 4 times as much as Greek has. Greek has this one army left, and that's it. So once again, we're at the position where it doesn't matter if it's a Halb, a Hussar, or a Cav Archer. Greek can't replace any military right now. Can B3z kill any military right now is the question, though. More villagers are going to go down. B3z has plenty of those to spare. Rebs roll forward. They're looking for another castle. The relics are also here, so Greek could just take the relics. Although, I guess he can't. Can he afford a monk? Does he have enough wood to sell to afford a monk? I don't know. We can't afford to lose units to the castle. We absolutely cannot afford that. Ooh, especially not the Trebs! Greek! Where are these Trebs going? You're gonna lose 2 Trebs to this castle? Maybe just one? Just one. Alright, but the Halbs come in to kill the other one. Rams? Empty Rams are coming in on the trebuchets. That's so expensive. Can he kill the last one? He does! No way! Who wins this game right now? I want everyone to say who's gonna win this game right now. I want everyone in chat to tell me who they think's about to win this game. I say about to. This could go on another hour. Nobody? I'm enjoying this. I'm winning the game right now. I'm enjoying this. B3z wins because he kept the monasteries alive. That's true. He did keep the monasteries. He lost the castles, but Greek didn't micro down the monasteries. But... okay, killing some Cav Archers here is great. B3z is going to take the last little bits of gold here. I guess B3z does win. Unless he just allows Greek to boom back into the game yet again, but I don't know if that's even possible anymore. That might be fully impossible. These are bad fights for B3z generally, but I think it doesn't matter. Like, he can trade 15 of his units for one of Greek's and he might still be fine. Taking that fight. Both players back up to their bases, bro. Yeah, this is the time you have to start thinking about what you're spending your last little bits of resources on, right? You can't really do anything with 300 stone. He is putting another TC down here. BZ is buying food. I guess that's fine. So when either your eco gets low enough or resources on the map get low enough, it's worth thinking about, do you buy another castle? Do you sell this stone now because you're not going to be able to use it on anything important? Like, that kind of stuff. These monasteries are still fully not defended by anything, by the way. But it would be extremely easy for Greek to roll in here and still take out the monasteries. I don't even know if he needs siege to do it. We've got more rams. Okay, BZ's preparing. He's preparing for a big push in the south. He's got infantry, he's got rams. He knows the army's forward as well. He could go right now. Army shows up for B3z. Greek notices, though. And he can probably just, yeah, either run or take the fight against the Tsar. Kind of running out of stuff to say here, guys. We need, like, a fight to happen at some point. Both players are just minorly booming. I say booming. We have 3 villagers in the queue for both players combined right now, so it's not that much of a boom. There's lots of wood still. There's so much wood still. It's outrageous how much wood is on the map still. There's still like 70,000 wood on the map. So it's not really a wood game, it just feels like one. B3z might have taken his hands off the keyboard. He's got nothing in queue. I don't think he's moving anything. Okay, he's bringing the army back across. He's got resources. This game is supposed to be a snowbally map. Well, it has snowballed back and forth. It's like a skateboard ramp, you know? It goes down in the middle and up at the sides, and the snowball's just rolling up and down the ramp over and over and over again, like a what's that thing called? Perpetual motion device thing that just goes back and forth all the time. B3z is now trying his own CA. Oh, Spanish don't get Parthian. So they're not terrible CA, but they are terrible CA against Magyar CA. Greek says, bro, you dead. Greek? Greek says this? Greek says you're dead. He's been at like 10 villagers for 45 minutes. He has no relics. What? He's gaslighting B3z that he's dead. I'm actually getting lightheaded. That took me out so hard that I'm getting lightheaded. Oh my gosh, he's gonna raid in the back again though. Where'd the Rams go? Okay, they're prepping. No, you gotta go in now. You gotta go in now. The Magyar Hussar found the side base. You have to send this in right now if you're B3z. The monasteries are gonna go down to these 6 Magyar Hussar. Nikov versus Neov all over again. Who's gonna go for the burger first? Who's Neo and who's Nikov in this situation? I don't know who's who. We're repairing the TC, man. Just send in the military. Now Greek's gonna show up with the whole army, and this push is gonna get wiped up for free. Oh my gosh. The monastery died. That's 3 of the relics for B3z. He needs a new monk. Really what he needs to do... You want to know what B3z needs to do? He needs to build a monastery like here. He needs to delete this farm. Perfect. Don't reseed it. Make a monastery here. Take all the relics here, underneath the castle and the TCs. Maybe even here is better, I don't know. He needs to send this army in. And Greek has boomed back into this game. He's back up to 80 villagers because B3z has just not taken a fight in the last 20 minutes in game. B3z could still win, though. He still has the relics. He's recollecting the relics. Oh boy. Otter, you might have to delay your set by like another 2 hours if you want me to cast it. I hate to say it. We might be here a while longer. I think the last 2 games might be very quick after this. That tends to happen. If there's one super long game, then another one. That one ends like in 5 minutes. But this one might just go over Otter's entire set. Let's go 3 hours. I have a dinner I have to go to after my casts today. Greek says, "Oh, you're not dead." So he legitimately thought B3z was just dead. Okay, it wasn't a mind game. He just thought he was. B3z says, "Playing Sims a bit," and laughs. Oh, alright. The Rams are still here. But what are these Rams accomplishing? What does Greek need to lose to actually make a difference to his game right now? Is there anything? Does he care about any of this? I guess if you take out the castles, this is a lot of farming eco. But B3z hasn't collected the last relic, by the way. So he's only on 4. He's gonna take this fight uphill. I hope he doesn't. You gotta climb these hills. Stairmaster Simulator and Age of Empires. You gotta climb those hills, Rocky style. Call in Teutonic Fortress. Oh, this is not the fight. This is really not the fight for B3z. Well, he backs up. The issue now... I'm not even sure who this is an issue for, besides us as the viewers, but the issue now is that losing a fight isn't the end of the game anymore. Both players can lose military, and they actually have good enough ecos behind that they can replace it. I can't believe we're back here again. I cannot believe we're back here again, where both players have economy again. Greek is selling wood, though. When this becomes a wood game in another 2 hours, he's going to regret that 2,000 wood he just sold for 280 gold. He gets himself 12 more cav archers. And B3z, again, is just going to lose this because he refuses to send his military in. B3z hates attacking. He builds up the... He was honest with us. He said he was simming. And that's true. He was playing SimCity. He doesn't want to attack. Let's go. They pop out of the Rams. Cav Archers are right-clicked. Wait a minute. This could be a game-winning fight for B3z. The Cav Archers are right-clicked on the Rams. If B3z attacks the Cav Archers right now, he could win the game. Right here. The Rams actually are game-winning for B3z. He never had to attack with them to begin with. Takes an amazing fight. Clears up everything. Because Greek right-clicked and looked away. Actually massive. Actually massive. Greek has to sell crazy amounts of resources to afford any gold units. So he's got 25 cav archers. B3z really should go right now, though. You're right about that. You are absolutely right about that. B3z needs to go in right now. He needs to send this stuff in, whether it's here or, well, maybe not here, but anywhere else. And he needs to send the rams in right now. Please. He's making more stables. Okay. He's going to make another lumber camp. Okay, we're fine. We're still in the mid-game. There's still probably like 60,000 wood left on the map. Right? Whoops. That messed me all up. Why is there so much wood on this map? By the way. Why is there so much wood on this map? There's so much wood on this map. Maybe 50,000. Alright, take 2. Greek's arrived again. He's got more military this time. I think this time should be a good fight for Greek. He's gonna kill the ram. Why? I don't even know why you pulled the rams back if you're B3z. Why are we saving the rams? They've done nothing. He's had these rams for like half an hour and they haven't done anything for him. I don't know why he's trying to save them. Alright, he did come in up here though at the same time, so that's good. There's not much up in this corner left though. This could be raided though. If B3z bought a castle for this corner, that's true. We were talking about it a little while ago, right? That B3z was in a spot where he kind of needed to buy a castle or sell the stone. Instead, he just made a couple TCs. An extra castle would be so valuable for B3z right now. Because it's insanely expensive for Greek to afford any siege at this stage of the game, so it would have been nice. It would have been nice. The food prices are that good still? Where's the market? What? How are the food prices still that good? How has Greek not bottomed out the food prices yet? That's crazy. I thought for sure the prices would be rock bottom on food already. I guess he hasn't had the best food economy, though. Somehow. Yeah, B3z was buying food for a while, too. You're right. You are right about that, actually. Yeah, he's got the trebs. I'm not sure Greek knows what to do with them yet. I think he needs to he needs to go heist, right? If he takes out these monasteries and can get some relics back, it's an easy win for him from there, I think. I shouldn't call anything an easy win in this game, but... Ooh, bad fight for B3z. He's looking in the south, loses a lot of units. He's got a sneaky little army down here. I don't know what he's going to do with it. He could actually just roll in and snipe the trebuchets, which would be so funny, actually. He's going to leave, though. There's no way they both remax pop after all this. Well, they were close. They're going to take a fight now. Or at least Greek is. We've gone from both players being dead to both players being not really full boomed, but like boomed back up decently. I think 3 times, both ways so far in this game. Ooh, all that wood being sold, it's fine though. Greek needs the... Why is he selling wood though? The food prices are still so good. Why is he hammer selling wood instead of selling some food? I guess still the food economy is not ideal. Taking a fight underneath the castle. B3z says misclick sorry. Was there a flare? I didn't see it. Terrible time to have to type out misclick, sorry. It's not a good fight for Greek, to be fair. He loses a lot. BZ is sending the raids in, but there's nothing left up here. There's literally nothing left. There's farms that have been long abandoned. I would have liked to have used these trebs, I think, at some point. But I don't know where. I don't even know where you use the trebs. There's almost nothing left to treb. There's this one castle. Yeezy's going back to the corner. He loves this corner. Find someone that loves you as much as Beezy loves this corner, because he will not leave. There's not even anything in this corner anymore. He just loves the idea of ram pushing from this corner, but not. He doesn't actually want to ram push. He just likes the idea of ram pushing. Another raid. Greek's back underneath 50 villagers. Has BZ finally outlasted Greek? I don't know. Greek is migrating the farming eco underneath the castle. I think that's a good idea. The castles are pretty healthy for Greek. They're alright, they're alright. Alright. We're gonna try for another push here, Greek is. The mill's rotating is mesmerizing. Yep. There are a lot of mills here. This is like the Netherlands Greek is making here. Windmill country. Okay, Greek's gonna come back to this corner with the army again. See if he can take a fight. Easy is, I think, spread out too much with the army. I think he needs his army all together now. Not a good start to the fight for Greek. His cav archers are all slamming the stable. There we go. It's Rams again. I think... maybe not. I don't know. Maybe Rams are just fine. I was gonna say, I think I'd go Onager here, but I guess they just died to the Hussar, and it is a waste. Where'd the other army go? Oh, he's coming in. He's coming in for a sick surround. Is it enough? Takes a decent engagement against the cav archers, but he's going to lose his own cav archers. But I guess that's fine. He actually gets out anyway. He doesn't lose them. All right. How many wood lines does Greek actually have available to him is maybe a better question, because there's plenty of wood on the map, but I don't think Greek has very much left. Like, he's got this stuff that he can kind of take, but then he has to fight pretty far out here for any more. I think we need to activate the trebuchets. It's now or never. You can't just sit back forever if you're down 5-0 relics, right? You do eventually, even if it's not ideal, you have to eventually take a fight and try something out. This might be that fight. It's a good fight. It's a really good fight for Greek. Oh my god. Easy. Don't lose everything. I don't even know who I'm rooting for anymore. I just feel bad after whoever wins this. It's going to be a, you know, you fought 2 hours to die like this moment, so it's going to be rough either way. The Rams have been activated. The Rams have finally been activated. There's like 8, 10 entire halberdier in these Rams. And, well, it pulls the army back for Greek, so that's something, I guess. It takes out a barracks. That's nice. I don't know. I don't know if that's worth it. I don't know if I would go for any more Rams. But BZ is going for more. This could... Man. That could have been really nice, actually, if B3z pulled the army all the way back here with this ram push and then came in here and took out this castle with these rams. That would have been cinema. Peak cinema. But, no. I don't know if I would be doing that. B3z is selling wood to buy food. That feels bad. I think Greek's... I don't want to say this again, but I think Greek's going to win this. He's just going to roll in and take out the monasteries. I really wish B3z had taken the relics back here. Imagine if he had taken the relics back to the castle instead of leaving them here. Oh my gosh. He's going to lose all the relics. B3z seems to be tired. I'm tired. I'm the one that's tired. Who's telling you what to do now? I don't know what that means. But, I think this might be... I mean, B3z's top capped. Where's all of his military? Here. I think B3z needed to fight with his military together more often in this game. I think he's been split up way too much. It's just led to him taking a lot of bad fights, which, to be, you know, it's Magars. You're going to take bad fights against them anyway, but... Was that trash talk? I don't know. Town Bell! Where are the Trebs? Activate the Trebs, Greek. It's time. We've been saving them for so long. Now's the time. Get the Trebs forward right now. We need to take this castle out. It's the last bastion of B3z's defenses. We're just killing B3z's base with Magyar Hussar right now. What a game. Does Greek remember they exist? Probably not. He made them probably 30 minutes ago in game time, so I would not be surprised if he doesn't remember he has them. There we go, selling that food. Look at that price. Beautiful. We can afford more I think, yeah, more Cav Archers is probably just better. I'm taking my hands off the keyboard. He rebuilt the monastery. He rebuilt the monastery, and it's exactly where the old one was. He had to build it anyway, and he put it there again. Great fight, by the way. It's a really good fight for B3z, but I cannot believe he rebuilt this monastery here instead of bringing it back anywhere safer. I can't believe... He's walling it in with houses. This might be the best game I've ever cast. I'm not gonna lie. This might be the best game I've ever cast in my life. It's got a little bit of everything, you know? I'm having a great time. It's so funny to realize that the monastery is not safe enough to house wall it in, but not think to bring it back to your castle. That's so funny. It's so relatable as well. It's so relatable, bro. B3z has to sell some food this time. Look at that. Oh no, he's buying more food. Just make farms, B3z, please. I don't know where you make the farms. Maybe that's the issue. He doesn't have any space. The Trebs are forward. Wait a minute. This could be it. This could actually be it. If ever there was a time for a select all military hotkey, it's right now for Greek. Get all of your military right here. You need these Trebs to survive long enough to take the castle out. You need it. You need it to survive. Get every military unit you have right on the screen right now, Greek. The Trebs have decided to take out some production buildings instead. No, no, no. We gotta roll these forward. We gotta take this castle out right now. If the castle falls, B3z is GG. That's the end of the game. For real, this time. Reinforcements going up here somewhere, but they're pathing through the military to get there, which is not good. And I think Greek has done it. I think he actually has this time. I don't want to say that and jinx myself, but I think Greek has done it this time. Don't lose these Trebs. Don't you dare lose these Trebs. No! One goes down. That's fine. You only need one. One is more than enough. One is more than enough. It's fine. You only need the one. It's fine. The GG is called. Sorry, I punched my mic in excitement. I raised my arms up. Holy, the GG is called. Oh my god. I can't believe it. 900 Magyar Hussar. I actually did do the absolute cinema pose in real life when that GG was called. Greek takes it. What a game. Oh my gosh. How many times did we think this game was over? I gotta look at the stats for this one. How many times did we think this game was over? The peaks and the pitfalls of this game were absolutely tremendous. Wow, wow, wow. What a game. Oh my gosh. Yeah, almost 13,000 relic gold advantage for B3z, but the Spanish just couldn't get it done. All right, quick meme break to reset ourselves here. Quick meme break. Real quick meme break. All right, this is Orico. Full reset after 1 hour of game. Ah shit, here we go again. That was early. That was early on. Where's the second meme that is full reset after 2 hours of game? And then Otter comes in with the banger. Bro, you dead? Yeah. Who's dead? And then he comes in with the update. Oh, you're not dead. I actually like that one a lot. I actually like that one a lot. Oriko claps back. Do we attack? There's the bro, you dead. I think I want to sim a bit. Oh gosh. And then Oriko also with the Walden Monastery. Much safer now, yeah. Very good, very safe. And Mojito finishes us off with a wow, what a set that was. That's me. And people have to remind me that was only game 3. Oh, all right. Welcome in. Game 4, Greek versus B3z. It has been a tremendous series so far, but we're only halfway through it. We are here on Sertao. It is the Japanese for B3z, so I got it half right. It is the Britons for Greek. Not the Civ I was expecting. Ooh, might be a villager kill here. Villager pathing the wrong way around the buildings. Nice. Good early damage for B3z. Britons here. I thought for sure it would be Malians. But we're saving Malians for Golden Lakes, I suppose. This is probably a really bad matchup for the Britons, right? I love the Britons. They're one of my favorite civs, but unfortunately they have an insane amount of bad matchups. They have a lot of bad matchups. The two civs with probably the two best trebuchets in the game, so that's kind of cool. But Japanese have better infantry. They have cav archers that counter foot archers, which are what the Britons make. I guess. I've never seen massed longbow against Japanese cav archer, so maybe the range is still fine for the longbows. I actually have no idea. Sir Tao is usually the rush map. It's been kind of a chill game so far. I think both players are probably running on empty after that last game. I know I am. But Sir Tao, usually a rush map, you have these little sinkholes around the map with gold and stone inside them. So if you don't rush your opponent down early, you do have to take map control rather heavily. Not a lot of wood on this map either, so last game somehow was not a wood game after 3 hours or whatever, however long it took. But this could be, if it goes anywhere close to as long. Interesting. Okay, I like the idea for B3z. He's actually building... I didn't even know there were jaguars on this map. This villager might die. How many jaguars does it take to kill a loomed villager? He might get killed by these two. And B3z fighting from the sinkhole is not ideal either. Ooh, gotta be careful with... It's just Onager with the Britons, but still gotta be careful. Champions maybe not the way to fight up here. Who wins? Boxing gloved villager or two jaguars? Easy. Wasn't even close. That guy's an actual beast. He just killed two jaguars with his bare hands. I guess he had boxing gloves on, but that probably makes it more difficult to kill a jaguar, if anything, I would think. Longbows have the range, but they need to actually back up a little bit to use it. They were dangerously close to those onager shots. But the cav archers should still be okay here, I think. Use the trebuchets to snipe out the onagers, and then, but really not from up the hill, ideally. We need to, like, go around the rim, so to speak. Good TCs in the back, I like that. Taking control of a lot of the gold in B3z's base, and ooh, I don't like this castle, but otherwise it's a nice little base layout for Greek. This is cracked earth terrain and it's downhill, so it's... I think this technically is hitting both of those things. I think you either put it straight at the bottom so that it's actually covering the gold, or you put it straight at the top so that it's not on either of these resources, but I don't know. Probably won't matter either way in the back there. It's mostly just for raiding, right? If that castle is getting pushed by siege, you're probably getting smoked anyway. Okay. It's actually the Japanese using the trebuchets offensively against units. The Britons should have the better trebs for that against regular archers and whatnot. Ooh, B3z's got to be careful. I don't know what he's looking at. But his army's not in a good spot for this fight, I don't think. Okay, he's able to back up. You don't want to lose all these trebuchets. Early skirmishers. Holy or early skirmishers for B3z. Skirms are OP though, best unit in the game, so I don't blame him. Are cav archers not the play here? I feel like you just make all the cav archers and trebuchets, and that's how you try to win the game as the Japanese, no? Castles are being pushed. There's rams and trebuchets have finally hit the field for Greek. Japanese light cav is okay. Does take out a trebuchet, but that's going to be one castle down for B3z. Got his own ram, but it's just capped ram for the Japanese, which is okay against the Britons, I suppose, but this is a dangerous looking push. And yeah, B3z can't find any answers. Calls the GG. Maybe a little more demoralized than we thought. I don't think this is over yet. He's got a heavy eco advantage. Still has resources in the bank. Ooh, I hope B3z wasn't... His morality wasn't... Not morality, yeah, his... I can't even speak anymore after this set. What am I trying to say? I'm hoping his morale was not crushed too hard by that last game. Because, I mean, like I said, I think after a super long game, the next game tends to be shorter. I think people are tired. People feel some sort of way about the long game, but I don't know if this isn't... It's a great position for Greek. Just on the map with this push, but I think this is far from over, so I think this is an early GG, and I think B3z does have the better civ. Welcome in, final game decider match, B3z versus Greek. We are on Golden Lakes for the final game. It is the Bohemians for B3z. It is the Malians for Greek. And Malians are the faster civ, both at first and like their units are faster. But Bohemians have a very strong death ball of Halb, Hofnitze, Hussite-Wagen. That I don't know if the Malians really have an answer for that, so I think Greek has to kill early, ideally here. I don't even know what the composition for the Malians should be here. You don't really want to go Camel or Cavalier, which is usually their main unit. Farimba Camels or Cavalier, depending. But against Bohemian Halb, that's tough. Good work by B3z, keeping his villagers alive throughout all this. There's been a lot of cavalry running through his base. He might lose one here. No, he doesn't. Really good start for B3z. And the base is looking solid. I think we need to not make all 32 of these Cavalier, ideally, if we're the Malians. I think that's too much. Yeah, Champions actually is a good shout. They don't get the last attack upgrade, and Bohemians have, like, good gunpowder, but I think forcing them to go into the gunpowder is a good first step in this matchup. Greek taking some middle control, or trying to at least. Like I said, Bohemians kind of slow. Takes them a while to get their power units out. So you can take some good map positioning. Docks in the back for Greek as well. I like to see that. Even a castle to protect the fish. Greek has to do some magic with the Gabetto. Yeah. You can. Gabetto do okay against Hussite-Wagons. And they do well versus the Hofnitze if they can avoid getting domed by the Hofnitze, but that's always the trick, isn't it? Greek taking more positioning around the outside rim. This is the main feature of the map. All the gold, basically, is here. Besides the water, right? There are oysters here, so you can kind of survive on outside control for a while, but having control over these areas is very, very good long term. Greek finally gets a villager kill somewhere. Might get a second on the dock here, but the Cavalier keep rolling on, but B3z is getting that death ball sorted here a bit. He's got even Trebs on the field. So this castle will not stay standing for long for Greek. Between the Hofnitze and the Trebuchets, it's going to go down real fast. Being said, a lot of Halb ran out in front for B3z, so there's not too many here to protect the Hofnitsa. Cavalier roll in. They snipe 2, 3, maybe 4. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, maybe 4, maybe 3. I don't know. This guy's having some issues. Oh, he's not having issues anymore. Or the Halb, though. We need so much Halb as the Bohemians. There's some in the back of the base still, but it needs to be at the front. I said Cavalier is bad, but Cavalier are getting massive value right now because of a lack of Halberdier at the front. B3z also has taken a pond. Actually, 2 ponds. So he's getting some fish working. Good first engagements for Greek, but it's far from over. I think more Hussite wagons. Although against the SO, gotta be real careful. It takes so much micro. It's so tough. Bohemians are such a strange civ in DM because they have everything they need to counter every other civ in the game. It's just a matter of how well can you micro everything, right? If there was some super AI that could perfectly micro all the units, I think Bohemians are the best civ in the game, but obviously that's not the case. Good job by Greek, continuing to dive through for the Hufnitsa. Does take some shots on the onagers now. Reverse sweep, it could be, it could be. Yeah, true champ Scarls, I guess technically do help against the gunpowder, but... Oh, B3z, what are we doing? Oh my gosh. I feel bad, man. B3z looked so good in those first 2 games. I feel bad now. He looked so good in the first 2 games. He played the 3rd game so well as well. But I feel like losing that 3rd game has caused certain things to slip away. Or maybe just playing that game in general. Maybe it's not about the loss, it's just about how that game went. Might be tough. And SO now against the Hussite wagons is what you want to see if you're Greek. The Gebetto are also okay against the Hussite wagons with no Hofnitsa behind. Halb numbers are way too low for B3z. But it's tough to afford everything, right? The Hussite wagons, the Navy, the Hofnitsa, and the Halb all cost wood, so it's really tough to balance your economy correctly as the Bohemians early on. I don't know. I'm feeling the reverse sweep, guys. Never count Greek out. You're right. I was starting to count him out a little bit. B3z looked so commanding in the first 2 games. And I counted both players out like 3 times each in that 3rd game alone. Just that 3rd game, I counted everybody out many times. But... Otter, aren't you supposed to be playing right now? By the way, are you delaying the set for me or something? You told me? I might have missed it. I'm sorry. I read as much as I can, but I lost my mind a little bit. Yeah, I need to get that emote too. I forgot in between games. I know. After this game. All right, all will be well. I don't think this game's going to last much longer. I think B3z, unfortunately, is going to be reverse swept here by Greek. Greek, tremendous mental fortitude, by the way, to lose the first 2 games and then have that crazy 3rd game that 100% I would have resigned in that 3rd game if I was Greek multiple times throughout that game. So absolutely massive props to Greek for staying in that game and winning it. And then to still have the energy to fight through these last 2 games is tremendously done. Greek got that dog in him. True. Absolutely true. Endurance is a skill. That is a huge fact as well. And it looks like the endurance is on Greek's side this time. Tough game 5 as well. I'm not necessarily saying B3z is just like clocked out, because I think this is a tough matchup to pull off, even though I think theoretically the Bohemians should be much better. But again, it's so tough to micro everything that the Bohemians need to micro. GG is called. Greek pulls off the reverse sweep. What a series. What an actually tremendous series. I'm so glad I watched this. I'm so glad I cast this series. It was great. GG's to both players. Honestly, amazing series by both. B3z looked so good in the first 3 games, really. And then Greek just turned on the afterburners from there. But again, that 3rd game, not to dwell on it too long, but that is one of the best games I've ever seen in my life, that 3rd game. So props to both players. I think both of these guys could do very well in this division.